Hey y'all. Um, y'all already know this is kind of like an abrupt video. Like I really try to be organized. I really want to try to be organized as in like come up with visuals, bring out some visuals so that it's easy for people to understand what I'm talking about or what I am uh referring to when I'm making certain comments or making statements. Um so before I really go into the topic of the discussion, which is, of course, about Donald Trump and his supposed, because I'm not going to sit there and say he stated, I didn't see any videos, but his supposed statement about referencing African countries and Haitian country, country of Haiti, and calling it, of course, quote unquote shitholes, shithole countries. Before I get into that topic, I kind of want to just delve into this whole separation. I'm starting to notice, like, I was watching a few videos and I was browsing through the comments because I'm thinking, all right, well, I forgot the individual's name. I think it was Robert something. I forgot his name specifically. I don't follow him. I don't subscribe to him. He just happened to be on my feeds, and I was basically trying to get some more information about this whole Donald Trump thing. So I thought that he had actual videos. But I ended up clicking on his page, on his video, and he makes some great points. About it's not a surprise that Donald is obviously racist, which I agree. It is not a surprise, but he basically ends the video with basically like, like it's time to basically get it together. Let's stop separating ourselves from the fact that all of this is occurring to all of us. And I agree, there are some Haitians that are like that. Now, there are some coons in the Haitian community. I'm not going to sit there and say that there aren't. There are some coons in the Haitian community. I repeat, but there are also coons in the black community. And I feel like the mere fact that I'm sitting here separating the black community from the Haitian community is upsetting to me. But I'm only doing this for the topic of discussion, to make a point of why I'm upset about the comments that I saw in his videos. Why do black people, no, I'm not saying black people that are not educated on black history, that haven't read the text, they're basically educated through videos. They're not educated on black history. People that claim themselves to be woke, quote unquote, are sitting here commenting on my comments because I basically said, I was like, I didn't even realize I wasn't black. I had no idea this wasn't black. I had no idea. I had no idea that I was not part of the oppression. I not part of the oppression, but basically subjected to the oppression. I had no idea. I'm sorry that Haitians are privileged. Really? Are you kidding me? Let's be real. Let's be real. We are not remotely unaware of the fact that you guys are going through what you're going through. The fact that you think that the fact that some people think or believe that Haitians don't even disinclude themselves from black people is ridiculous. Now, I get it. There are older generations that do have that bourgeoisie mentality. I'm not going to sit there and say that they don't exist, but my generations and the generations coming after me are woke. We are, if not woke, I don't even want to use the term woke, because if the way you guys think is that if this is what y'all define as woke, then I'm not woke. That's just ridiculous. But people that are very aware but very conscious of what's going on in this community are aware to see that black people, Haitians, have been beside all types of ethnicities for centuries. For centuries. We need to stop separating ourselves. Okay? There's no need for that. We were fighting in every war. We helped many nations rebel who in turn went straight back to the white man. So let's not. Okay? All right. So let's get to the point of this conversation. Now excuse if I'm looking away. I'm actually going on my computer because I'm trying to get the facts pulled out to get towards, that's my laundry. That's my dryer, actually, if you heard it. But I'm getting these facts. I'm trying to get the facts pulled out so that I can actually give you guys a real in-depth point of view of why I feel like this uproar was just like what it is, uproar. I didn't hear about this until yesterday. This happened Friday on the 12th. Today's the 14th, and I'm talking about it today. This is how unaffected I am as a Haitian individual by Trump's statement. We knew he was racist. This is not something that's new at all. We knew this country was built off the back of racism. So this is not surprising. So the mere fact that I'm starting to see all these newspapers, not newspapers, but all this media blast about this whole Trump is racist, is not something new. We knew he was racist before he even got elected. So scratch that. Move on to the next. I started noticing that what it told me was there's a distraction. There's some type of agenda going on. Like, why else does Trump have crazy uproars? Look at his history. You guys need to start putting two together. Look at his history. So what did I do? What I did is I took the opportunity to go on congress.gov just to see what bills were signed the day of Donald Trump's uproar. So I'm going to flip the camera now towards my computer. Hopefully the lighting is good. And we'll see what I'm looking at. Now, I believe it's about 8 bills that were passed on the day of January 12th. You see the date? Let's read. 1. H.R. 4792. This bill was passed. This bill was sponsored by the Republican Nadia Velasquez. I'm not sure if I'm horrible with pronouncing names, but it's the H.R. 4792. What it says is it's a bill to amend the Securities Exchange Act of 1934 to expand access to capital for small businesses affected by hurricanes or other natural disasters for other purposes. The second bill passed on January 12th, 2018, the day of Trump's uproar, H.R. 4791. It was sponsored by Alexander Mooney, Republican, and it says it's to amend the Federal Reserve Act to establish requirements for salary, financial disclosures, and office staff of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System for other purposes. So far, it's looking like it's they're messing with the banks. Obviously they're messing with the banks. Third bill passed January 12th, 2018, the day of Donald Trump's uproar. H.R. 4790, to amend the Volcker Rule to give the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System, another thing revolving around banks, sole rulemaking authority to exclude sole rulemaking authority? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? To exclude community banks from the requirements of the Volcker Rule and for other purposes. Now, if you guys want me to give you in depth on what the local taxes are or the Volcker Rule is, and give you a background about what the Security Exchange Act is and etc., I can upload a video about that next. You could just let me know in the comments below. But right now, I'm just going to focus on what Donald Trump's uproar, what the real agenda was behind all this. So this is why I kind of want everybody just to really wake up. Every uproar has something behind it. There's an agenda. Fourth bill passed. It's the cutting of local taxes by reinstating the SALT Act. Once again, if you guys want me to give you guys an in-depth description of what the SALT Act is, I'll definitely provide it in the next video upload. Next bill. The fifth bill passed January 12th, 2018, the same day this supposed statement was made. Now, once again, I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to claim that Donald Trump said what he said. If he did it, I wouldn't put it past him because he is racist. But At the same time, I did not see a video with him stating those words. This was just plainly text. And people and mass media definitely like to create uproars or create wordings or create statements, or I don't know, I'm not sure what word I'm looking for specifically, but they just like to create a whole bunch of uproars just to block everybody from really seeing what's really going on. Like, they like to not even contradict. I forgot the word what I'm looking for, but they just like to make your they like to turn your words against you. And I'm not saying that those are Trump's words exactly, and I'm not rooting for Trump, because obviously he's definitely not somebody I'm rooting for at all. I never did. I never even voted for him. Didn't vote for Hillary either. I did vote, but I didn't vote for Hillary. So anyway, but the HR, let's get back to our point. The HR 4788 bill is to direct the Secretary of Energy to establish a pilot program to award grants and loan guarantees to hospitals and to carry out projects for the purpose of reducing energy costs and increasing resilience to improve security. Yes, certain things are not a bad thing. Obviously, not all these bills were negative, but from all the things that I've read, I've noticed that most of the bills were revolved around making changes to acts that protect us as individuals from banks. So HR 4787 is number 6, also signed on the 1st of the 12th. January 12th, 2018. It says to impose additional requirements on portions of petroleum pipelines that cross the waters of the Great Lakes and for other purposes. This the 7th one was also, I did say there was 8, I believe. So the 7th one is HR 4786. And I don't know if I'm holding this correctly. I'm sitting here, my camera's everywhere. HR 4786. And it says to require state, local law enforcement agencies to promptly report the loss or theft of any firearm to the National Tracing Center and for other purposes. Now, I partially do agree with this bill that's being passed, but it was also brought to my attention by a friend that this is also another way or another method to kind of control, have gun control over individuals. So, but I am all for the whole gun loss and gun theft thing, reporting of gun loss and gun theft thing. But at the same time, I do see where the control aspect is coming from it. So I'm kind of like, in the middle with this specific bill per se. Number 8 which is the last bill, is HR 4785. So HR 4785 is to prohibit the consolidated audit trail from accepting personally identifying information for other purposes. Now, this is what caught my attention. It was more like, all right, Donald Trump is talking again, and yes, I'm trying my best not to curse. Donald Trump is talking ish again, and everybody's going crazy over it. And it's just like, okay, there's an agenda behind this. What's going on behind the scenes? And that's what made me go on this site. That's what made me do my due diligence and do my research. Wake up. It's not about what he thinks. His opinion does not matter. He's just a puppet. You guys need to focus on what Congress is doing. You need to focus on the lawmakers of this country. I don't really care. I don't believe that we should sit there and try to, I guess, collaborate with people or I guess you could say government that obviously don't want to collaborate with us. I feel like we should form our own government. But if we're in this predicament where obviously, not that we can't, but there are some people that just don't want to. If y'all don't want to, but y'all sit there and complain all day, every day, stop watching the news. If you're going to watch the news, look at the news and speculate. Do your research. double check before you come on these comments and before you come on these video platforms and making these statements that are completely outlandish. Stop making these prejudiced statements. Stop feeding into Trump's uproar. He's nothing but a puppet. He's nothing but a puppet. He does not make the law. He does not, once again, make the law. And if you don't know anything about how the law is made and who are the decision makers and how the bill is passed and who makes who signs and everything like that, let me know in the comments below and I will make a video educating you guys. I will break it down, no problem. Like, we don't have to go to college to really educate ourselves about what's going on in our communities and in this government. We really don't have to be that ignorant. Just take the time out to study, to take the time out to research. All right. So, this video was a bit, of course, like the other ones, not too good. This was a last minute video. This was not something that was planned. So my business shout outs, my business inquiry shout out video, clip will be in my following video. So, there's 2 people that I already have. They gave me all their information, so I'll provide it on the next video where I can actually give you a photo and a title and, you know, all the relative information that is needed. Once again, the link for the bills that have been passed the day of Donald Trump's uproar will be in the description box below, so you know that I follow my facts. And if you guys have anything to say, please feel free to say it in the comment box below. Deuce.